For decades, Germany was Europe's economic powerhouse, renowned for its world-class engineering, advanced manufacturing, and unwavering fiscal discipline. The country's reputation for precision and innovation made it the envy of the continent, and its economic strength was the backbone of the European Union. The Made in Germany label became a global symbol of quality, reliability, and trust, helping to anchor prosperity not just at home, but across Europe. German products were sought after worldwide, driving exports and supporting millions of jobs. However, in recent years, a series of unexpected shocks, ranging from global supply chain disruptions to energy crises and shifting geopolitical landscapes, shook this image. The country faced stagnation, and tough questions emerged about the future of Germany's industry-heavy economic model. Headlines grew increasingly grim, and a sense of uncertainty gripped both businesses and households. Many wondered if Germany's best days were behind it. Yet by June 2025, the mood has shifted dramatically. Signs of hope and renewal are visible everywhere, from city streets to boardrooms. Optimism is returning, fueled by a wave of positive economic data and a growing sense that Germany's economic engine is roaring back to life. New investments in technology and green energy are driving this resurgence. The country's legendary resilience and adaptability are now on full display, as workers, engineers, and entrepreneurs embrace innovation and new opportunities. This is more than just a fleeting rebound, it's a hard-won recovery, built on lessons learned from recent crises and a series of smart, forward-thinking policy choices. Germany is reclaiming its leadership role in Europe, not by default, but through determined renewal and a commitment to shared prosperity. The early stages of a significant revival are now underway, promising to lift not only Germany, but the entire continent toward a brighter economic future. Germany's comeback is a powerful story of turning crisis into opportunity, of forging a stronger, more adaptable economy that's ready to meet the challenges of tomorrow. What went wrong? How did one of the world's strongest economies find itself at a crossroads? Germany's recent struggles stemmed from a perfect storm of 4 global crises, each compounding the effects of the others and shaking the foundations of its economic strength. First, the energy crisis. Germany's heavy reliance on cheap Russian natural gas was abruptly shattered. As supplies dwindled, energy prices soared to unprecedented levels, squeezing manufacturers and threatening the competitiveness of German industry. The nation's ambitious transition to renewables, while promising, couldn't fill the gap fast enough. Next came supply chain chaos. The COVID-19 pandemic and rising geopolitical tensions disrupted global logistics networks, leaving factories short of essential parts and finished goods stranded at ports. German industry, famed for its efficiency, suddenly faced delays and shortages it hadn't seen in decades. Inflation surged as energy and import costs rose sharply, eroding household purchasing power. German families, once confident in their economic security, were forced to cut back on spending, changing their habits and tightening their budgets. Domestic demand slumped, compounding the pain for local businesses. Cafes, shops, and small enterprises struggled to stay afloat as customers disappeared. Finally, exports faltered. Higher production costs, ongoing supply issues, and a slowing global economy meant less demand for German goods, especially from key partners like China and the United States. The auto industry, a symbol of German prowess, was hit especially hard. For a nation that depends on exports for nearly half its output, this was a critical blow, one that rippled through every sector of the economy. The combination of these shocks created a period of severe strain, challenging the very core of Germany's economic model and leaving many to question the country's future direction. Factories slowed, consumer confidence dropped, and the country faced a rare moment of doubt and uncertainty about what lay ahead. The downturn exposed vulnerabilities that had long been ignored and forced a national reckoning about how to adapt and move forward. But it also set the stage for a remarkable turnaround. Out of crisis, new opportunities began to emerge, and the seeds of recovery were sown. Germany's response to these challenges would soon redefine its future, as leaders, businesses, and workers came together to chart a new course. The question became, how would Europe's economic engine restart, and what lessons would the world learn from Germany's journey? Germany's comeback is a masterclass in adaptation. The government moved fast to diversify energy sources, building LNG terminals and cutting consumption, which stabilized prices and restored competitiveness. supply chains untangled as companies diversified suppliers and embraced digital tools, ensuring smoother production and delivery. Targeted government support, energy price caps, aid for businesses, and investment in green tech and infrastructure provided relief and set the stage for long-term growth. As global demand picked up, German exports rebounded, powered by the country's reputation for quality. Manufacturing is thriving again, with factory orders rising and confidence returning. The crisis forced innovation and resilience, making German industry stronger. Smart policy, quick adaptation, and a focus on the future have reignited the economic engine. Germany's recovery is now driving momentum across Europe. The lessons learned are shaping a more sustainable and competitive economy. Germany's recovery is backed by hard data, not just optimism. After a mild recession in 2023, GDP is projected to grow by 1.5% in 2025, a decisive turnaround. Inflation, once above 8%, has dropped near the European Central Bank's 2% target, restoring consumer confidence. Lower inflation means stable costs for businesses and more spending power for households. The manufacturing PMI is back above 50, signaling expansion, and factory orders, especially exports, are climbing. Unemployment has stayed low, thanks to programs like Kurzarbeit, showing the labor market's resilience. Business and consumer confidence indices are rising, reflecting a brighter outlook. Companies are investing and consumers are spending again. This virtuous cycle is fueling a self-sustaining recovery. The numbers confirm it. Germany's economic heart is beating strong. The comeback is real and momentum is building. Germany's economic recovery is more than just a national achievement. It's a win for all of Europe, setting off a powerful ripple effect that extends far beyond its borders. As the European Union's largest and most influential economy, Germany's growth acts as a powerful engine, boosting demand for goods and services from its neighbors. This increased demand helps create new jobs, supports local businesses, and spreads prosperity across the entire continent, from the factories of Eastern Europe to the markets of the Mediterranean. German companies rely on parts and expertise from Poland, France, the Czech Republic, and beyond, while German consumers eagerly buy products from Italy, Spain, and other European nations. This interconnectedness strengthens the entire region's economy. On the global stage, a resurgent Germany signals renewed strength in international trade and investment, attracting partners and investors from around the world. Major German firms like Volkswagen and Siemens are expanding their reach, investing in projects worldwide, and supporting jobs and innovation not just at home, but in dozens of countries across the globe. A robust German economy anchors the euro, helping to stabilize financial markets and provide confidence for investors throughout Europe and beyond. Politically, Germany's strength empowers it to take a leading role in tackling Europe's biggest challenges. From advancing climate policy and renewable energy, to ensuring security and stability across the region. For developing nations, Germany's growth opens doors to more trade, increased aid, and valuable investment, helping to drive progress and opportunity in emerging markets. The ripple effects of German prosperity truly reach every corner of the globe, touching lives and economies in ways both big and small. Germany's comeback is a powerful boost for open trade, global cooperation, and shared prosperity, inspiring confidence in the future. When Germany thrives, the world feels it, reminding us how deeply connected our economies and futures truly are. For ordinary Germans, recovery is now a lived reality. Household budgets are stabilizing as inflation eases, making everyday expenses less daunting. The anxiety over energy bills has faded, replaced by predictability and relief. Job security is rising, factories are hiring, and young people see new opportunities. With confidence returning, people are spending on more than just essentials. Restaurants are busy, travel is up, and retailers are seeing stronger sales. This renewed spending is reviving local businesses and communities. The mood has shifted from crisis to optimism, with pride in overcoming adversity. Challenges remain, but the focus is now on future opportunities: green energy, digitalization, and growth. The sense of hope is tangible on the streets. Germany is building a brighter future, one day at a time. Despite the upbeat outlook, risks remain. Geopolitical instability could disrupt supply chains or energy markets, threatening the fragile recovery. Germany's dependence on exports, especially to China, is a vulnerability. Slowdowns abroad could dampen growth. The country faces demographic challenges. An aging population and shrinking workforce require innovation and skilled migration. The green transition is essential but costly, demanding investment and careful management to avoid short-term disruptions. Policymakers must balance progress with stability. The recent crisis has made Germany more vigilant and agile. There's a new focus on resilience, digitalization, and energy security. The recovery is built on hard lessons, not complacency. Cautious optimism prevails, with eyes wide open to future challenges. Germany is determined to stay ahead in a complex world. Germany's journey offers vital lessons for other nations. Resilience matters. Germany's skilled workforce and industrial base adapted, not collapsed. Decisive government action, swift support, and strategic investment was crucial. Social cohesion, like the Kurzarbeit program, kept people employed and businesses ready to rebound. Crisis forced overdue reforms, from energy to digitalization, sparking innovation. The lesson: don't waste a crisis, use it to build a stronger, future-proof economy. Active partnership between government and industry pays off. Social safety nets are economic tools, not just costs. Adaptation and unity turn adversity into opportunity. Germany's 2025 comeback is a story of resilience and smart adaptation. After a tough period, Europe's largest economy is growing, confident, and future-focused. The engine is not just repaired, it's upgraded for new challenges. Recovery is the result of bold choices: diversifying energy, investing in green tech, and supporting citizens. Germany proves you can keep a strong industrial core while embracing sustainability and digitalization. Its revival lifts Europe, boosts global trade, and stabilizes politics. The lessons learned offer a blueprint for others facing uncertainty. Germany's experience shows adaptation is essential, even for the strongest economies. The German engine is roaring again, driving a new era of prosperity. The world is watching and following Europe's powerhouse into the future.